Atheism is a complex and multifaceted topic that has been the subject of much debate and discussion over the years. While it is difficult to accurately estimate the exact number of atheists in a given country, there are several countries that are known for having a high percentage of atheists. In this video, we will take a look at the top 7 most atheist countries in 2024. Number 7, Estonia. Estonia, a country with around 1.4 million people, has an interesting religious landscape. About 29% of the population is connected to a religious belief. The two main denominations are Orthodox Christianity and Lutheranism. However, something noteworthy has happened over the years. Back in 2011, 54% of the population had no religious affiliation, and by 2021, this number had increased to 58%. Now, in 2024, this group includes atheists, agnostics, and those who simply believe in nothing in particular. Estonia's history plays a role in shaping its religious landscape. Dating back to the 19th century, Estonian nationalists and intellectuals viewed Christianity as foreign. The Soviet occupation further fueled this sentiment, enforcing state atheism. Consequently, a significant majority of Estonian citizens are unaffiliated with any religion, making irreligion a prominent aspect of the country. In summary, Estonia has a notable portion of its population unconnected to any religion, and this number has been increasing. While Orthodox Christianity and Lutheranism are the most common denominations, the majority of citizens, including a significant percentage of atheists, identify as unaffiliated with any religion. Number 6, Belgium. Belgium is a pretty diverse place with around 11.5 million folks buzzing around. That's a lot of people in a small space. Imagine it's like the 22nd most crowded spot in the whole world. Now here's the cool part. Belgium isn't just a mix of folks, but it's like a melting pot of religions and cultures. Some people don't really dig the whole religion scene, and that's totally cool. About 29% of Belgians are irreligious, with some folks being non-religious and others straight-up atheists. And check this out. The Belgians aren't just one big bunch. Nope, they're a mix of different ethnic groups. Around 67% are what you'd call ethnic Belgians, and the rest are from different places. About a third are from foreign backgrounds, including some friendly neighbors. But here's something cool. Belgians are all about education and looking out for each other. They've got this sweet system that takes care of everyone's health, education, and general well-being. Plus, they're part of this economic gang called the Benelux Economic Union, and they're big players in the European Union and NATO. Basically, Belgium is a big deal in Europe, and its people are all about learning, caring, and living together in this diverse mix. Number 5, United Kingdom. The UK has a mix of beliefs, and around 72% of folks there consider themselves atheists or non-religious. According to the 2021 census, less than half of people in England and Wales call themselves Christian, while those claiming no religion jump to 37.2%. Surprisingly, more folks under 40 now say they have no religion than identify as Christian. Lots of things are driving this change, like how the UK is getting more diverse. The white population dropped to 81.7% in 2021 from 86% in 2011, and the group identifying as Asian, Asian British, or Asian Welsh rose to 9.3%. This diversity is playing a role in the rise of non-religious individuals, as people from different backgrounds might see religion and spirituality in different ways. But here's the twist. Not everyone without a religion is an atheist or against religion. A report by Theos and Faraday Institute for Science and Religion found that more than half of UK adults identify as having no religion but still hold some kind of religious belief. Breaks down into 3 groups: religious knowns, spiritual knowns, and secular knowns. These groups have different attitudes toward religion and spirituality, with some being cool with their atheism and others having a more live and let live approach. Overall, the UK is going through a big change in how people view religion. More and more are saying they're non-religious or atheist, and this shift is because of different factors like changes in who lives there, shifts in culture, and the increasing diversity of the country. Number 4, Czech Republic. The Czech Republic, nestled in the heart of Europe, is home to around 10.5 million people as of 2024. Now, picture the land with a history stretching back to the 19th century, where the winds of change brought about the free thought movement. Fast forward to the communist era, and the plot thickens. In 2018, the Pew Research Center spilled the beans on a survey from 2015. Brace yourself, 72% of folks here don't align with any religious group. Instead, 21% are in the Catholic camp, while a curious 7% dance to the beat of different religious drums. Talk about a diverse cast. The Czech Republic boasts the crown for the highest percentage of unaffiliated souls in Central and Eastern Europe. Ivan Svitak, Milan Machovek, and Vítězslav Gardavsky, the literary maestros, were the architects behind the atheistic symphony playing across the nation. Their tale involves a dramatic dance between embracing and critiquing the dogmatic atheism of Marxism-Leninism. As the final chapters of Marxist-Leninist rule unfolded, the audience seemed indifferent to religious disputes, almost as if a plot twist was in the air. But alas, the free thought groups faced extermination, leaving behind a bittersweet legacy. The once tranquil Czechoslovakia found itself under the spell of a Marxist-Leninist authoritarian regime, where Western propaganda was replaced by the drumbeats of Marxist ideology. The stage was set, the drama unfolded, and the Czech Republic story continued to captivate with its twists and turns. Number 3, Sweden. Sweden is often seen as one of the least religious countries globally, with many people not actively practicing any faith. According to surveys by the Pew Research Center, a significant 75% of Swedes don't express strong religious commitment, and 65% rarely attend religious services. The Evangelical Lutheran Church of Sweden used to be the official state church until 2000, and even now about 3/5 to 2/3 of the population are still members. While independent churches have emerged since the late 1800s, their members can also be part of the Church of Sweden. Immigration has contributed to the growing membership of the Roman Catholic, Greek Orthodox, and Islamic religions. Judaism has been practiced in Sweden since 1776, making it the country's oldest non-Christian religion. In a 2014 survey by WinGallop International, a whopping 78% of Swedes identified as atheists or non-religious. The Church of Sweden has experienced a decline in membership over recent decades due to various factors, including people leaving and a lack of younger members. Nevertheless, there are still some Swedes who hold on to their Christian identity out of personal faith. Number 2, Japan. Japan has a lot of folks who don't really go in for the whole religion thing, like around 86% of them. That's a big chunk. But, even though most of them might not be into God talk, the scene here is still pretty varied. About 70% are into Shinto, and over 67% dig Buddhism. It's like they're keeping their options open, Thing is, these guys aren't big on sticking to religious rules. When asked, most just shrug and say they're atheists. No fuss, no muss, and even though there's a teensy bit of Christian action like 1% of the gang, it's not exactly a Jesus party. Back in the 1800s, they lifted the ban on Christianity, but only a handful of folks jumped on that train. So yeah, Japan's got a lot of atheists, but it's also got this cool mix of different beliefs. It's like they're saying, hey, we'll do our thing, you do yours. Drama? Maybe a smidge. But it's definitely an interesting spiritual cocktail they've got brewing. Number 1, China. China has the most atheists globally, with a whopping 67% of its people not believing in any religion. That's more than half of the population not following any specific religious path. The government itself is officially atheist, and its members can't join any religious groups. It's a bit like a no-religion zone up in there. But here's where it gets interesting. Even though the government is all about promoting atheism, some members of the Chinese Communist Party can't resist taking part in religious customs. It's like they've got a secret religious side hustle going on. Now, there's this thing called the Chinese General Social Survey, and it found that 61% of adults in China don't buy into Buddha, Taoist immortals, Jesus Christ, Tiansu. That's God in Chinese Catholic lingo. That's a lot of non-believers, right? But get this, in a different survey, only 13% said they were atheist in 2018. The government is keeping a tight grip on all things religious, monitoring both registered and unregistered groups. It's like they've got a religious radar scanning the whole country. But figuring out exactly how many atheists there are is a real challenge. Different surveys throw around different numbers, and it's like trying to hit a moving target. For example, the Pew Research Center did some digging and found that a whopping 281 million Chinese folks are part of the Communist Party or its youth squads. And get this, 44% of those party people say they're atheists. That's a lot more than the 13% from the other survey. It's like they're playing a game of statistical ping pong. So in a nutshell, China takes the crown for having the most atheists, but nailing down the exact number is like trying to catch a slippery fish. Despite the government pushing atheism, many Chinese folks still keep a little piece of religion in their hearts or practice it in their own way. It matters. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, then make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.